are your LC
Stars.
League Season 1 champions. Hello fans of Slapshot, welcome on the stream. And we're starting out really fast with a very interesting match between Baldon and LC Stars. Baldon are ranked number 1 in Group C and LC Stars are ranked number 2. They're both tied for points, so this will be the deciding game over who gets ranked number 1 for, well, the upcoming days, at least. Both these teams have played only one game. They have won both against Ice Wings, and these are the rosters that they have submitted for today's game. Anyway, so we'll see Pensamentos, Yuga, Kristapel, Andrei Andreshkov, and Tiki Murray for Baldon. And for LC Stars we have Dry, Main, Flows, Fly, and Pizap. So a great day today with a lot of games to go. You can see all of them in match fixtures in the Discord server. Now let's hop over to the league itself. Hopefully there won't be that many problems. So yeah, Baldon LC Stars, quite an interesting game. Could go either way, if I'm gonna be honest, as Baldon have been showing up as a really strong team against Ice Wings. They are currently number 1 in the group. And yeah, LC Stars are gonna be trying to take that rank 1 away from them and get it for themselves. So it looks like Andrei Andreshkov will be subbing out for Baldon, and I don't see, that might be Pizap, I don't know. That's probably Sutra. And yeah, we're waiting for Flows, who is restarting his PC. So we'll see how that goes. Group L 2120. What match is it? Apocalypse playing LC Academy. Welcome to Tuesday night Slapshot. It's probably gonna have a different name on Tuesday for the upcoming weeks, but that's like whatever. It's Tuesday night Slapshot for now, so we might as well enjoy it. Anyway, Flows is here, completing LC Stars' lineup. Hopefully. There was supposed to be a game clashing with this one, but Winterwolves had to opt out of it due to one of their players not being all that well tonight. So yeah, they were supposed to play Slaparoonies, and yeah, that just didn't go through. So we only have this game to focus on. So yeah, Pizap is gonna be stepping in for LC Stars. That's gonna be interesting, because from what I know, Flows is leading LC Stars in goals with 3. They have scored 4 yesterday. So anyways, we start out and straight away it's LC Stars with the possession. Kind of expected. We have LC Stars playing in pink against Baldon playing in red. Hopefully we'll be able to differentiate them, but I don't really see a problem with it. Let me try. Starting with the puck. And some class defense stopping by Baldon. as they get the puck for themselves. Now Hugo to Pensamentos. Main stops it, but Hugo continues. Now it's Hugo. But that was just a poor pass, so now they're gonna have to retreat. Fly, going in offense, and in the offense he went, as that's gonna be the first goal for LC Stars right here. Bouncing off the post, pretty much as wide of an angle as he could have taken that shot. And that's 1-0 for LC Stars. Now main. And it's blocked by Tekemori. Whatever pass or shot that was. Now try, gets the back, shoots. Saved by Pensamentos. Was a really great long shot, could have gone in. But of course, Pensamentos there to stop it as he should. Tekemori now tries to shoot. It's barely a pass to Hugo, back to Tekemori. Baldon still in attack. Over back to Pensamentos. Forward to Tekemori. Tries to pass to Hugo, but it gets stopped by Fly, who now goes in attack himself. But of course, not that great of an angle to shoot from, so Cristapello gets the puck. Now it's over to Hugo. Over to Tekemori. Tekemori is still trying to fight for the puck, now it's Hugo. Cristapello tries to steal it. It's only a 1-goal difference, this could still go either way. Now dry. And it's to Cristapello from Baldon. Shoots. Goes barely wide. Oh, it's a really nice shot. Could have gone in. Of course doesn't, so the score stays put. And yeah. This Stars lead by 1 goal so far. Cristapello passes it over to Tekemori, shoots. Some really great attempts from Baldon. Unfortunately, none of them going in the net. Pensamentos over to Hugo. Now Manny tries to steal it. Does not really go in. And it's back with Baldon now. And Tekemori pretty much open net. Shoots, but Dry was already there ready for the shot. Now Tekemori was shot again. He tried to shoot for the net, of course. Unfortunately misses with that aim, and Pensamentos kind of messing up, and that's gonna be punished. Fly scores 2-0. And now Hugo scores. I don't know even what happened there. Just shoots past the defense, caught to Dry off guard, and yeah, pretty much caught him off position really. And Baldon scores 1 for themselves. So yeah, LC Stars 2, Baldon 1. It's Cementos. To Tekemori. Shoots. Oh, Main almost messes up and scores an own goal. Thankfully Dry was there to stop it. Hugo, open it! Great. Great chance for Baldon right there. Now Cristapello. Long pass to Tekemori, but gets caught by Dry. Now it's Hugo there. Of course. Great attempts from both sides. Now Dry will be shooting from very far away. That was pretty much just a dump. Now Tekemori in front of net. Barely goes wide. That was very close. Baldon could have scored. Now it's Dry again. Over to Fly. Shoots. Hits Cristapello pretty much straight away. And that's gonna just run out the period. Fly, or last second shot gets stopped by Cristapello, and that's the end of period number 1. Still 2 more to go. LC Star still in the lead. And so yeah, for the first period, nothing really out of the ordinary. Oh, and it's gonna be Fly somehow subbing out. Where is he? Oh wait, Sutra steps in. So we restart with Tekimori getting the position. Tekimori over to Hyuga. That would have been a fantastic shot if that actually went in. Or actually even happened. But yeah, we have Sutra now on the ring instead of Fly. So let's see how that turns out. Nice dry. Pass over to Sutra. Back to dry. Oh, that was Peace Up. Somehow clutching it in between the post and the goalie of Baldon. And now Baldon and LC Stars are just fighting for the puck. Now Dry finally gets position and hits Cristapello immediately, so now it's Tekimori in attack. Back to Tekimori. Almost loses position to Dry, but loses position anyway. But Sutra now gets sandwiched, so Tekimori gets the puck again, pass it to Cristapello, over to Pensamentos, Tekimori. Oh, Cristapello just barely misses the puck. I mean, that pass could have been really game deciding. I mean, no, more like game changing, but yeah, it doesn't happen. Score stays the same. And now it's LC Stars with possession. Main messes up a bit, and Baldon just dump it away. Now Dry on the puck. Hyuga getting it out. Now it's Cristapello shoots. No idea what happened there, but it did not go in. Now it's Dry. Up the main. Cristapello there blocking any chances of an LC Stars attack. Now it's Dry. Passes over. Doing nobody. And Pensamentos just dumps it out. But now it's Sutra trying to get into attack. Cristapello there to stop it. Pass over to Pensamentos. Now Tekimori, oh my god, hits the post. Very unfortunate. Tekimori tried to go for the wraparound, but does not manage to get it in. Oh, now a shot against Baldon. Now I do have to say, this match has been playing out really close. Like, Baldon could actually take on LC Stars. So yeah, it will be a question of how LC Stars will do against LC Moons though. Because if Baldon is playing like this, then that's gonna change up the dynamics quite a bit. Now Cristapello tried to shoot, saved by Main. Now Dries on the puck. And Sutra just passes back, but it's Tekimori waiting there. Try to pass to Hyuga, still Tekimori trying to get the puck. Oh, and pass cut by Dry, and now Sutra in attack, shoots from a really bad angle. So no goal there. Oh, Dry messes up. No, it's an own goal. Oh my god. That was quite the mess up. Cristapello, now in attack. Hyuga. Over to Takehimori. Now that's gonna be highlight of the day. I'm actually gonna post that in goal of the week as an option. Yeah. Expect to see that on next Monday when the voting happens. Or perhaps even on the Sunday evening. Anyway, that equalizes the game. And yeah, we head into period number 3. Flows gets in for a piece up. Hopefully to make a difference. At least that's what LC Stars are hoping. Because now the score is tied at 2 goals each. Alright, it just needs like a reminder to actually put that into goal of the week, so if anybody DMs me about it in chat, like who's in chat right now, just DM me on Discord and to make a reminder for me to actually put that there. Anyway, Flows now joins in instead of Peace Up, Baldon immediately dumping away any early chances of LC Stars. Now Dry is on the back. Hyuga deflects it away. Now coming into this match, Baldon is ranked number 1 in the group, which rank is slightly different from like team position in that it only updates like at the end of every day. Now and Sutra goes for a crash. And a third goal for LC Stars. So yeah, that goes in. So yeah, Baldon will keep the number 1 rank and at least until the end of today. So that's playing into their hands. But yeah, after today, if LC Stars win this, then they'll get number 1 rank for sure. Down to Takehimori! Oh, very close. Flows barely gets it out. There's only 3.5 minutes left. So very crazy so far. But yeah. We don't know how many goals we'll see in this match. Oh no, Cristapello! Saved by Main. Absolutely great like safety positioning from LC Stars. All throughout the match really. They have made a lot of mistakes but recovered from almost every one of them. With basically no effort. Now Flows gets the puck. Over to Dry, shoots very long. Now Takehimori tries to get it out. Sutra. The Flows shoots and a goal. Flows really changing the dynamics here. Already has a goal. Hyuga left. And Andrei Andreshkov subs in. We'll see how that turns out. Honestly, I think that Hyuga is a better player, but we'll see how Andrei Andreshkov helps the team. Now it's flows on the back, shoots, and it goes in by a crash from Sutra. Looks like Baldon are just falling apart at the moment. They still have 2 minutes to play through. But considering how good the defense of LC Stars is, I don't think they're gonna be getting another goal in. Or at least 3 of them. But Kristapello now, Tiki Himori shoots. Goes barely wide. Now Kristapello over to Tiki Himori. Tried to pass to Andrei Andreshkov. And the pass was cut by Main. Now it's Sutra in attack. Dumped away by Baldon. Now Kristapello. Over to Pensamentos. To Sutra. And now it's Dry in attack. Pensamentos saves it. Pensamentos clearing another puck. Well, another chance away from their net. Now it's flows. With the Main to Sutra. Trying to start up another attack. Flows. Passes back, but it's Tiki Himori there and shoots and scores. Tiki Himori in a perfect position to utilize that mistake from LC Stars. And Baldon get a third goal in this match. But that is not enough to equalize. Now Flows trying to push into attack. Last 30 seconds of the match. Flows trying to get it in for one more goal. Now Dry over to Sutra. Sutra is gonna be shooting. Now it's Flows over to Main. And that's gonna be the end of the match. Baldon only lose by 2. Which still is a pretty good result against Stars. So yeah, that's the end of the game. At least this one. We'll be back with we'll be back for you for our next match, which is happening in about an hour. So yeah, we'll be waiting for that to happen. Can I put 71 minutes in here? Oh wait, I can. How long do I need? 65 minutes. Yeah, let's just say 65 minutes. Anyway, 5-3 is the end result. I'll leave the stream on with some music. The only downside of that is I need my computer to be running the stream. But anyway, the final result 3-5. LC Stars win, which gets them in into the top position of the group with 2 wins and 0 losses, and they'll play again in an hour. So we'll be back with you then, and yeah, I'll see you in about 64 minutes. Bye guys. Stars are your LC
Stars.
League Season 1 champions. Hello fans of Slapshot. We are gonna be having a match between LC Stars and LC Moons right here. Very important. So for LC Moons is Zeus, Eclipse, Jay and Monster Co. And then for Stars we have Flows, Dry, Sutra and Fly. So we're just waiting for the game to start. Flows is the last one to get ready. Now this is a very important game, as it is the classic LC rivalry. Has been the LC League final last season, and now they're playing in the groups. LC Stars coming into this with a 7-win streak. Yeah, okay, yeah, 7 games in a row they have won, which is the longest win streak in all of LC League history. Still currently going. I think the second biggest win streak is LC Moons, having what is this? Main train for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. And Zeus scores the first goal. Kind of a surprise right there, but LC Moons take the lead. Flows is having to restart. Now main goes in. Jay pushing it out barely. Flows' computer is broken, which is not good. So now Jay is getting sandwiched. Fly shoots and a goal. Deflected off of Zeus into the net. And 1-1 is the score now. LC Stars equalizing. Dry. Pass it to Sutra. Great attacking chance, but now Zeus shooting and a save by Dry. Zeus again shoots. Goes wide. It's over to Dry. Now main tries to pick it up. Fly. Over to main. Back to Fly. To Dry. Now of course a 1-1 game is definitely a lot more interesting to watch than what we saw yesterday with Messi Prostor, where they won 11-4 against LC Lopez Juniors. I mean, for the start of the game it was fairly close, but the attack was clear Well, well, judging by the attack, it was clear who was gonna win. But Alcimon's now keeping Stars in their defense, which is crazy considering that Stars haven't lost ever a LC League match. They're still on a 7-game win streak that they have held since the start. Now flies on the puck. Now Main shoots and scores. What a wonderful play right there. Pretty much uncatchable for Jay. Hello Spect, welcome in the chat. Can you tell your friends or whoever that the stream is back? Because I would like if there were a bit more people watching. Now fly. Now Jay steals the puck. Now it's Sutre with the fly. Now LC Stars have held their win streak ever since their first LC League game, which was in late July, which means that LC Stars are holding this win streak for 3.5 months now. And they're about to make it 8 if they win against Moons right here. Now of course the second longest win streak was held by LC Moons, who had a 4-game win streak. Absolutely dominating last season until the grand final. So of course they're gonna be, if there's gonna be any team that cuts off the supply of wins that LC Stars have, it's gonna be LC Moons. For LC Moons, this is their first match in the second season of LC League. For Stars, it is their third already. And that's the end of period number 1. Score is LC Stars 2, LC Moons 1. Now Flows is gonna try to get in to help his team. Now there's also whoever that was. I have P-Zub in the spectators, waiting for everybody to ready so he can, well, to get ready so that he can launch the game. Now after this there will be one more game, which is between Apocalypse and LC Academy. Now LC Academy has an advantage in the win streak situation, as they ended third, which means that their last 2 games from the first season were wins. So they already have a 3-game win streak by now, despite only having played 1 game in the second season. Now Flows, and immediately a shot, starting out strong in here. Of course it's gonna take a lot more to actually score. Now Fly, pretty much open net but misses. That could have gone in. Now it's Zeus, who hits the post. Very close actually right there. Now Monsterco tried to shoot. And it's gonna be Dry picking it up, passing to Flows. LC Stars passing to each other in defense. And now pass a little bit too much. But they still keep possession. Flows tried to get it in. And it gets crashed in by Fly. And that is going to be the third goal for LC Stars. LC Stars seemingly want to go for another perfect season, which would require not only, wait, how many? 5 wins that was required last season, but this season it would require 13 wins, which is more than double. Now of course that is very much possible considering the LC Stars lineup. Zeus. Try to get it in. Oh, hits the post with the wraparound. Very great chance right there. Simons could have pulled one back. Now it's Jay. Tried to pass to Monsterco, but Fly immediately makes a shot, so Jay had to save that. Ooh, great shot by Zeus. Goes barely wide. From what I know, Zeus played for Stars last season. Unfortunately got demoted from that team, so now he has to play in LC Moons. It's gonna be flows over to Fly. LC Stars starting their attack again. Back to flows. Now main gets position, but loses it to Monsterco. Now Monsterco still fighting for the puck, passes to Zeus. Flows. Tried to pass to Fly, but this is not really gonna be a goal. Now over to main. To Fly. Still main and Zeus now fight over it. Now Fly and Zeus. Now Flows and Zeus. And Flows eventually pushes it forward. Over to Fly. Let's see, starts an attack. And Fly gets it in for a hat trick. Wonderful play by Fly right here. Now this is already Fly's 4th match, and because he subbed for one match in a different team, I think it was for Polar Bears. Yeah. That means he won't be able to play one of the matches in the group stage for LC Stars. Which, I mean, it's just the 4th day of the group stage. These guys have like 30 days to play all of it out. And LC Stars are already on their 3rd match out of 7. Now it's Fly. Off the flows. Great opportunity there, could have been. Score stays at 4-1. But Fly wanting to say about something about that. Dry blocking the shot straight away. Flows doesn't manage to shoot from the backhand. Now it's Dry. Over to Flows. Shoots. It's Jay. Fly tried to crash it in. Monsterco messes up a bit. It's over to Fly. Now main with the Dry. Monsterco tried to get it in. Now it's Flows. Still Flows. It gets dumped away by Simons to Dry, and that's gonna be the end of the second period. 4-1 is the current score situation, as we're gonna be heading into period number 3 real soon. So Trey is gonna be going in for main for the last period. Still no changes for LC Moons. I mean, they pretty much have nobody to change to. Still 5 minutes left in the match. And we're waiting for LC Stars player Fly to get ready. Now we're waiting for Flows to get ready. Alright, and Flows is there and starting the match. So far 4-1 is the score. And we have seen that Baldon only lost by 2 goals to LC Stars, which should mean that at the moment they should be better than LC Moons, who are now losing by 3, but everything can change, of course. And they can get really unlucky when playing Moons. Now of course Baldon has proved that they are good enough to actually be a challenger team perhaps. Oh, a great shot there by Flows. As they are able to keep up with LC Stars at least a bit. Even with Dry on their team, who doesn't usually play for them, he plays for the Manchester Pumas if I'm correct. Oh, now Zeus tried to get it in, but it goes very much wide. Flows shoots. Flows still in the back. Now Zeus is there. Dry steals it. Oh, he went over to Sutra, who loses it to Monsterco. And Flows regains possession for LC Stars. Last couple of minutes of course remaining. Fly still in the back. Shoots. Hits the post. Now Sutra. And it's Reaper fighting for, well, that's Eclipse actually. Well, yeah, Zeus. Now long pass to, well, it was meant to be Eclipse, but didn't get there quite well. Anyways, to Fly, shoots over to Sutra. Flows now. Now Sutra over to Dry. Zeus steals it, shoots, hits Flows immediately. I mean, this game was 1-0 for LC Moons, but LC Stars have completely turned it around, scoring 4 goals. And now there's only about 2.5 minutes left. So not that much time for LC Moons to recover from their deficit. Now Dry. Monsterco tried to steal it. Doesn't gain full possession though, as he basically just dumped it away immediately. Now Dry, over to Flows. Of course, the casual passing plays for LC Stars behind their own net. Now Flows, over to Fly. To Sutra. Great attempt right there, cut by Monsterco. Now Dry will attempt a shot, but it was pretty much a dump. Zeus. And it goes over to still Zeus. Now in attack, open net, shoots, and Flows gets it out. Monsterco hits the post. That was a very great opportunity for LC Moons. Unfortunately, they did not make it. So LC Stars still leading by 3. Nothing changed about that. Flows will attempt to bring a little bit more action into the game. But so far I think it was just Fly who got the hat-trick, and that was pretty much the important bit. Well, oh, main has a goal. It's fairly interesting. But yeah, Fly is gonna have to leave out one of the games for LC Stars, as he's gonna reach the 7-match barrier a bit sooner, because he subbed for a different team yesterday. Anyway, flows. Now tried to shoot. Zeus did not make the finish. Very close attempt. Now Fly over to Dry. Back to Fly. But it goes through, so it's Che picking up the back over to Zeus. Now to Monsterco. Monsterco to Zeus, last 10 seconds. And I think the game is decided. And Stars are gonna be winning this by 3 goals. 4-1 is the result. And that is it for this match. Anyway. No. 4-1. Right there. Then we're gonna add it in here. LC Stars 4-1. And that is gonna be it from me for now. I'm gonna be back in about 28 minutes, 27 minutes, how about that? Alright, bye guys for now. I'm gonna be back when the Apocalypse LC Academy match is about to happen. are your LC
Stars.
League Season 1 champions. Okay, good. We're back. Hello, fans of Slapshot. Right now we're just waiting for the start between Apocalypse and LC Academy. So we're just gonna wait a bit for everybody to join in. Alright. LC Academy will play Apocalypse, and yeah. We're just waiting for the LC Academy players to join in. In Apocalypse we have Aldino, Geka, Roxys and Storm playing. And for LC Academy we have Niklas, Vroom, then like 2 more players, not sure when they are showing up. So yeah, we're just waiting for the start. Flows actually did a ping on LCS Filters, which I'm glad for that. So anyway, let's just do some stuff while we have time. So I'm just gonna be updating some of these scores on the server. Anyway, Bunker is the 3rd player for LC Academy. We are still waiting for 1 more from Academy, and then we can hopefully get in. They're waiting for Sky. Alright. That's fairly good. Still waiting for Sky. I have no idea how long that's gonna take. I have been streaming for almost 2.5 hours right now. Which on one side is very sad, and the part that makes it even more sad is that I have so yeah, now we're waiting for Sky to join, apparently. At least that's what it looks like. It seems like Dry is gonna be going in for LC Academy, which is gonna be interesting. He's just gonna... Oh, Sky is gonna go on like 3 minutes. Yeah. So we're still gonna be waiting for Sky. Still gonna be waiting a bit, of course. And I have been made the lobby leader, which is fairly interesting. Still waiting. Now it's Ice joining the lobby, apparently for Apocalypse. We're still waiting for Sky, of course. Course, so far today we have had 2 matches. Oh, it's Sky trained, so we'll be hopping in pretty much right away as soon as Storm gets ready. Now we have had LC Stars defeat both Baldon and LC Moons in Group C, getting into first place, and they now have 9 points, only one point away from getting 10 points, which, by the way, before this 6 points was actually the most anybody ever got. So now LC Stars hold the record for also most regular, well, most group stage points. Which, I mean, they hold in this season, which means they still have 4 more matches to add on top of that, and potentially could get up to 21 points. Alright, opening face-off, Roxas against Vroom. Vroom is AFK, so Roxas gets the win. Sky tried to get it away from Gekka. Now it's Niklas going into attack. Vroom did not make a shot. Now Gekka shoots. Alright, that was fairly close. Now I don't know how good LC Moons are gonna perform this season, as they aren't as dominant over everybody else except for LC Stars all that much, which we have seen in the off season. But hopefully for them they can get up and reach the finals anyway. Anyway, Sky scores an own goal. That was insane. We're gonna have to make a separate category instead of goals of the week, we're gonna have own goals of the week. We already have 2 for that, and considering there's still 5 more days remaining, we're probably gonna have a third very soon, especially if Cabo hops on. Roxas. So to the other team, Bunker on the back. Passes over the sky. Back to Bunker. Bunker. Now Niklas. And it goes away to Apocalypse as Storm now has possession. Over to Roxas. Tried to pass to Aldino, but now Aldino cuts the LC Academy pass so they get the puck back. Room. Now LC Academy is ranked number 2. Now Geka. To Aldino. Aldino tried to push it in. Roxas. That was over to Niklas, but doesn't get it anyway. Have to sort something out. Flo sent me messages. Right. Oh, and a goal by Niklas. I wasn't paying that much attention. Let's watch it in replay. Wonderful shot. Storm nudging back, so it's gonna go in for LC Academy. Oh, and another goal, this time from Bunker. LC Academy. Oh, what a shot. LC Academy back in it. And now in the lead. Now Bunker. So to Aldino. Now Vroom. I'm not sure if anybody will ever be able to get a bigger win streak than what LC Stars have now. They're at 8 already. Which, oh, now a close shot. Niklas could have scored again, but it goes barely wide. And now this is going to be Storm picking up the puck. Now of course LC Stars have... Oh, now Sky goes in attack. Yeah, it was very close. Very great chance actually. Now Sky again doesn't hit the crash, and Niklas doesn't finish on it. Score stays put at 2-1 for LC Academy. And now a shot by Niklas. Anyway, as I was saying, LC Stars have an 8-win streak, well, an 8-game win streak, which is really tough to build up because there isn't that many games in a season really. So you gotta think about that. I mean, it's usually not worth it. Oh, now cool by Geka. It's not worth it to sacrifice some games for a longer win streak potentially, because you'll go in the wildcard games, but that requires too many games to actually be worth it in one season. Now it's even. 2 goals for each team. I think if it goes to overtime, the LC Polar Bears will be very surprised, as their coach has told me that they could beat Apocalypse by quite a lot, but they have lost to LC Academy, and now LC Academy is in a tie game with Apocalypse, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you for watching Tuesday Night Slapshot. So far it's looking like a great night, except for the fact I'm tired and the games are like an hour apart. But like, whatever. Storm comes back, okay. Second period, ready to begin. And Aldino and room to take the opening face-off. Aldino wins it. Now it's Roxas over to Geka, shoots. Goes barely wide. Now Storm. Over to Aldino. Apocalypse is a very strong team. It was just very unfortunate in the open qualifiers losing to Golden Eagles, which is even more surprising considering how good of a team they are. But then also Golden Eagles almost beat the LC Moons, but then they got completely destroyed by Staproni, so I have no idea what was happening there anyway. Anyway, Storm. Roxas. Oh, Aldino almost getting the header in. Roxas shoots. Now it's to Aldino. Wrap around. Geka crashes it in. And a goal. Apocalypse lead. 3-1. Now Geka. It's over to Storm. Back to Geka. Niklas steals it. There's still more than half the game to go, so the amount of goals and like who leads can be changed very quickly without any problems. Now it's Storm on the puck again. To Roxas. Oh, and Niklas with a crash. Fantastic play by LC Academy. Sky getting a wonderful pass in, and that just goes in. Very great goal right there. Sky. And now it's through. With the bunker. Now Sky. Roxas. Position is changing every 2 seconds. Storm now with it. Passes to Niklas, who's from the other team, to room to Sky, and a goal. That was an amazing play right there. Absolutely sensational. That was my most favorite goal of the game. Really nice there. Just fantastic. Oh, and a long shot. Ooh, very close. Almost at the equalizer for Apocalypse. Now Aldino tried to get it in. To Geka. Oh, very close. Niklas now stealing it away and going into attack. Shoots wide. Now it's Aldino. Sky. Now Niklas. The room. Oh, very close. Now it's Storm. To Roxas. Passes to Geka. Ooh, shot and hit Storm. That was really good of a chance. Now Storm. Passes to Roxas. And Bonker is left to pick it up, but Aldino steals it away from him. So now it's gonna be Storm. Aldino. Still Storm. To Geka. Roxas goes forward with it. Shoots. Hits Aldino on the way. But it would have gone into the goalie anyway. Last minute in the second period. Now it's Keka on the back, 30 seconds. And Bunker gets the save. Now Niklas in defense. Tried to pass to Vroom and does to Sky. Also succeeds, but Storm immediately takes it away to Roxas. Shoots Aldino! If it wasn't lagging, that would have been amazing. But anyway, that's the equalizer. But there's still one more period left to go. So 4-4 is the score. So yeah, very close game right here. Thanks Flows, very much appreciated for that ping. Passes to what is this? To Sky and a goal. Amazing play right there. Absolutely that was the good goal. I already made a clip out of it. Anyway, gonna be heading in for period number 3. Yeah, that's gonna go in goal of the week probably. So yeah, we're already getting 2 separate categories. We have goal of the week, and then we'll have own goal of the week just to spice things up. Possibly own goal of the day, whatever. Storm shoots. It's over to Roxas. Tries to wrap it around. No, doesn't manage. Unfortunate as the goalkeeper stops him. Dead in his tracks. Oh, what a bouncing goal. And Sky gets it in. Wait, no. Wrong team. So 5-4 for LC Academy. With about 4 minutes left. Fumble of the week. Oh yeah, fumble of the week is that's really nice. It's a really nice name. And a long shot. Aldino tried to crash it in as well. Yeah, we already had 2 very much own goals today. Like, we had more, but those were like a deflection from the defensive player into the net, which was just unfortunate, but pretty much a calculation by the offense. But then we had 2 very much like straight up own goals in this match by Sky, and then in the first match today by Dry. So fumble of the week is a really nice name. I mean, I forget who this mod even is. Like, I always forget, but I don't ask questions all that much. But yeah, I guess that's gonna remain a mystery to if I actually know this guy or not. Anyway, Sky shoots, very close shot right there. Now Roxas still trying to keep position for Apocalypse. Roxas shoots, and it's gonna get dumped by LC Academy. Now it's over to Storm. Roxas passes back to Storm. Storm. Oh, now, oh, what a set of circumstances with Vroom hitting the woodwork, and that means that LC Academy are not gonna get a goal of this. Roxas tried to shoot, but that's gonna be a save for Bonker Donker. Now Sky tries to fight for the puck. Eventually they dump it away. So now it's Roxas starting up the attack for Apocalypse. Sky deflects it away so it doesn't go in the path of the net. Storm. It doesn't get it past Sky, which is unfortunate, but now does. Roxas just dumps it away. Aldino is there picking it up from the opposing goalie. Geka to Aldino. Apocalypse still only one goal behind. Geka. Now about 1.5 minutes remains. Now this oh yeah, Sky is gonna be trying to attack for LC Academy, trying to increase the lead. Aldino trying to push forward. Aldino! Great shot right there. Bonker Donker with the save. A minute left in the match. Score is 4-5. I don't think pretty much anybody's watching right now, but whatever. Geka shoots, goes wide. It's a very intense matchup, as even that 1 goal difference could mean 0 points for Apocalypse from this. Now Geka. Only 30 seconds remain. Geka on the puck. Pushes it forward to Aldino. The pressure is on LC Academy, but it's off immediately as Nicholas gets the hat trick on an open net goal. Apocalypse pushed with everything up, so Nicholas just did a bump and it's in the net with 20 seconds remaining. I don't think Apocalypse can do anything now. But Roxas scores! Hold on everyone, the game is not over yet. This was an absolutely amazing goal. And there's still about 10 seconds remaining. Nicholas dumps it away. Roxas has to go for a very quick counter attack. 3, 2, 1. Aldino shoots. Ooh, very close, hits the netting. And LC Academy win by 1 goal. 6-5. What a wonderful game this has been. And that goes in the history books as LC Academy win 6-5 over Apocalypse. A wonderful showcase of both teams. Unfortunately, Apocalypse leaving with no points. And now it's gonna just be the end. So thank you guys for watching the stream. I'm gonna go now, and yeah, see you another time.